everybody. I am so excited to be live with you guys. I am Jamie Springman. I'm an independent designer with Couture, and this is going to be an awesome project. We are going to do the country church. We're going to use this cool, simple shape. It is a chuckable shape, so it is reusable. We're going to do that on our Verity frame, which is also reusable. It's also magnetic. These new transfer stencils do come, obviously, the same way the old ones did, with all your care instructions and everything. So you want to keep your packaging and your backer sheet, because these are reusable 8 to 12 times, sometimes more depending on how well you take care of them. And since this is a reusable surface, if we mess up, we can scrape it off and we can try again, which is super awesome. Let me double check and make sure I'm in the right place. I am. Okay. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Sometimes I can see comments, sometimes I can't. If you're watching this on a replay, put hashtag replay so you know that you've seen it. And as always, you can always reach out to me if you have questions that you don't want to leave in the comments. I'm going to move this down to show you guys what I'm doing better. Okay, so this cute little church we're going to do on our chalkable shape. And we have these really cool chalkable shapes. Plus we have digital files that you can do a lot of these with. So we're quickly going to open this up. And I never use my Couture transfer trimmers for anything but my transfer, because I don't want to mess that special coating up. So how cute is this going to be on this, right? So we are going to use lots of colors today. We are going to do the church in black velvet right here. And we're going to do the door right here in this cool color effect that we have, which is called Hot Mess Method. We're going to mix these 3 brown colors together to make it kind of look like a grain of wood. And of course, we've got these cute little planters. They are going to go bright white, and the green on top is going to be meadow. Now, we do have right now a mix and match palettes, or singles, I'm sorry, that come, our singles come in like this, or like this, and you can mix and match with our paste and our ink. So if you are wanting some different colors, feel free to change it out. As always, I'm keeping my packaging and my backer sheets because it's reusable. Now, our new transfer stencils have a different color back than they used to have. They used to have a white backer. Now, some of them still do, because we have changed that. So you can tell what side is the back. Now, however, I still write on mine because I want to make sure that I'm putting them on properly, what piece that they go to, and all of that. So I'm just going to keep that all in mind. So I'm using my transfer trimmers, and what's special about these is they have a non-stick coating, so they will not stick to the transfer, and they are specially made for our transfers. And you just heard me call them transfer stencils, because that is technically what they are now. When I first started, they were not called that, but they are called that now. So, as always, there will be a cart link on how to get all of these awesome supplies we are using here today. And let's get started. So I have all of these supplies here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this magnetic, because the Verity frame is magnetic. This is a gorgeous frame that is got a lot of detail to it. I'm going to sit it down over here on the side. Now, obviously, you can use any surface you want. If you feel like that is too expensive, it is not budget friendly for you, you can change it up to a different surface. You can get surfaces from any craft store or anywhere that you buy surfaces from. We have a saying with chalk: if it sits still for 2 seconds or more, you can chalk on it. We are going to, I'm writing on the back, and I always do the name of whatever's on the transfer, and I always do top and a dash mark. And the reason I do that is so I know exactly how it goes back in its backer sheet. These are reusable, they're washable, and they're amazing. So I'm using my fuzzing cloth, which is our terry cloth on one side, microfiber on the other. The microfiber side is for cleaning, the terry cloth side is for fuzzing. This is a newer fuzzing cloth because all my other ones are being washed. And yes, they can be washed. and reused over and over and over again. Same as our the stencils and all of our supplies, like our squeegees and everything. So we're just going to do this in black velvet. We're going to line it up. This is very easy to do with the new transfers because they are, I don't like how that looks on there, because they are more see-through than they used to be. So it makes it a lot easier to line them up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of push this down on the surface. Obviously, you're going to want to make sure that there's nothing in that silk screen, okay? And if you're afraid it's going to move, you can always push these down onto your table. Just note that you might get something on the back. I did stir this paste up, so I just start just off that silk screen, pulling that paste right through. And you don't need a lot, really you don't. I actually have more in here than I probably need because I did kind of go off the edges a little bit. But if you can butter bread, you can do this. It's that simple. And yes, guys, it really is that easy. Just so you know. Our paste singles, one will do 3 B-size transfers. And it also depends on how much silk screen you got. If you have more silk screen than you do transfer, you know, the backer, then it's obviously not going to cover as much. Just keep that in mind as well. I'm going back over top, pulling all the extra off because I don't want there to be lines. And of course I got paste on my fingers, but it cleans off very, very easily. I'll show you guys how to do that. You always want to close up your paste so it doesn't dry out. These are 99% water baby wipes, so they just clean off really easy. All right, I'm gonna pull this off. And there is our cute church. I'm going to dry that. Stick the stencil on my table. I just kind of stick it on the edge. Now I have a crafting table, so my table has a coating on it. So if you have a table that's wooden or anything like that, I would not recommend you do that. So we're going to use a quick dry tool and dry this. You can also paint these surfaces, just an FYI. So if you wanted maybe the background to be brown or something like that, you could always paint it and then go over top of it with a different color. Make it unique to you. Make it awesome for whoever you're making it for. I always tell people, change up the colors, change it up to go with your decor. And we're going to do the door next. But whenever you do another transfer over top of a piece, you always want to make sure that the under or the top coat that's there now is dry before you put another one on there, because if it's not and your transfer is too sticky, it will pull that up. You don't want that to happen. Alright, as we're going to fuzz, we're going to get this door, which is right here. We're going to pull out 3 stir sticks and a mini squeegee. And we're going to make this look like wood. So we are going to put in the back here, door, top one. Now this cute little door has got a lot of silk screen, so it's not going to take as much to fuzz it. Keeping that in mind. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this out. We're going to line this up, this cute little door. I am going to put it, that looks good to me. Okay, so to do a hot mess method, you want 3 colors or more. I'm going to stir this up real quick. why another reason why I grabbed the stir sticks out. You want to make sure your paste is stirred up, okay? I'm using bark, I'm using camel, and I'm using dune. Those are the colors that I'm using. And the reason I'm doing this hot mess method is to make it look, like I said, like grain. So when you want this to be the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. So I'm just going to dab some color on there. I'm going to do the same with this. Pulling all of the extra off. I'm going to close these up, making sure to put the right lids on them first of all. And then we're going to do a lot more of the bark because I want that darker wood. Now you can go with one single color. You can do it in multiple different ways, however you want to do it. And then we are going to take this little squeegee and go over top of that door. Pulling all the extra off. Just want to make sure that silk screen is covered, okay? All right. Now we're going to pull this up. Try not to scrape the design underneath with my... There is the wood door. Super cute. We do have this cute little hinge and the door handle. If you want to add that, I'm not going to add that actually. I'm not going to add that on there. I like it the way it looks right now. It's just a personal preference. So we are going to grab out our magnets, and yes, chalk has magnets as well. And we are going to get a 12 pack of these. And they're sticky on one side. Okay. We're going to flip this over and we're going to put some magnets on here. Now I'm going to push down. And then we're going to stick that on this Verity frame. Move all of the stuff out of the way because I don't want it to be the frame. Now this frame, like I said, it's heavy. It's awesome though. Okay, so now we've got this cute little church, right? And it's magnetic. So we are going to stick the church on the Verity frame. And then we're going to do these cute little planters in white with the cute little top piece for the plant. I'm going to do that directly on here. So I'm going to take this off. If I don't want this church on here anymore, I literally can scrape them off there and they're good to go and I don't have to worry about it. So we are going to do this real quick. Planter, top, dash, and then this is the bush, top. All right. Okay. So what's cool about this is that obviously I'm chalking directly on this surface. So we are going to pull out our bright white, grab us a little mini squeegee, I'm going to do one on this side, pull this off, and do the other. I'll push it down. Now I'm going to get a little bit of paste on my finger, but it's okay because, like I said, it cleans up really easy. Okay. So, I'm going to pull this off. We're going to dry these. But really quickly, now that we know where that's got to go, we're going to set this off to the side. Let's dry these real quick. Now the Verity is metal, so because it's magnetic, so you want to make sure that you're not letting it get hot before you put the other transfer down. Okay? Because you don't want it to melt that transfer. So you want to make sure that that goes back to room temperature. Just an FYI. Getting off my fingers there. Okay, now that we know where that's going, we are going to do this meadow color. And you want to just stick the little bush just sitting just on top of that planter. You don't want it like in the plant, like on the planter, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to take your meadow green with another little squeegee, or you can clean your squeegees, guys. Don't think that you can't clean them. I'm just doing this really quick, so I don't want to keep washing them. We're going to pull that off. I set this down here. Push that down. Pulling all that extra paste off. Closing this jar. Pull that off there. Now we have our little bushes. Now you'll know when it's dry. It'll go from a glossy finish to a chalky finish. And then our church goes right in there. Let me lift this up so you guys can see better. And here is our country church on our Verity frame. Super awesome, right? Love it. I can change it up. I can redo it any way I want. And if you wanted to, you could always add this cute little May Joy of the Season, Fill Your Heart. You can add all of that in there if you want to. Make it unique to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for all of your support. Don't forget to follow me on social media for more live demos. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.